Hello everybody, in today's video I'm going to do a Roblox tutorial. And I'll be teaching you how to make this little leader stats up here where we have our player and we have a stat which is gold, which you can define yourself, and you can see I have 0 gold. Alright, so let's get right into the tutorial. Alright, so first make sure your Explorer is open. If it's not open, go to View and then click on Explorer, just to make sure it's open, and then go to Server Script Service, click the little plus, and insert a script. Now we're going to rename that to Leaderboard, just so we can stay organized, and we are going to zoom in here with Control plus. Next we're going to define our variables, so let's say local players equals game get service players. What we're doing here is we're telling the game that our variable players is the Roblox built-in players kind of module, you could say. So now if we say players.player added, we could see that we're getting Roblox's built-in player added event, which will call itself when a player is added to our game. So we're going to connect to our function. We're going to connect to the function. Now the reason I put player in here, actually just because if you're probably watching this, you're relatively new to coding, I'm going to call it player. The reason I put PLR is because it's just a smaller way to define our player. So now what's happening here is in our function, Roblox gives us this parentheses in which we can define the kind of event. So the player that joined from our event, we can define them as player, as user, as PLR, as literally whatever, and this variable now will be our player. So I'm just going to call it player so we can stay more organized. So this variable now is the player that goes inside of the players part, or the players kind of folder in Explorer, just so you know. So now what we're going to do is we're going to create a folder. So now what we're going to do is we're going to define our leader stats folder. So local leader stats equals instance.new folder, and we're going to add a comma and put our player variable. Basically what this will do is put a folder inside of our player. We're going to define this variable as leader stats. This could be whatever, but just to say organized, I'm doing leader stats, and right here we're creating our new folder. Now our leader stats folder, we're going to take the name property and make it into leader stats. And it's very important it's exactly spelled like this, because in order for the little thing to pop up in the top right, we want Roblox has to look for a folder called leader stats. Okay, so now from here you can do whatever you want, but I'm just going to make a very basic system. So we're going to make a gold variable, so local gold equals instance.new, and then we're going to make a int value. What an int value is an integer value, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, it's a number, and we're going to parent that to our leader stats. Now we're going to name our gold just gold, and we're going to set the gold.value equal to 0. Alright, so that's it. Now if we play the game, you can see at the top right, there's my username, and we have our gold value. I hope you enjoyed this little tutorial, and if you want to see anything more, comment down below any suggestions. I'm always looking for them, or join the Discord and check out the suggestions channel.